Good morning, mamas. Happy Monday. Welcome to another mommy moment. I hope you all had a really lovely weekend. And I'm happy to be back. I took the week off last week. So I'm coming to you again with some inspiration, some guidance, and also just to connect with you. And I would love to have you connect with me. So whether you're watching this live or on the replay, please leave me a comment, say hi, let me know you're here. Hi, Anne-Sophie, welcome, welcome. So today I'm answering a fellow mama's question. And before I do, I just want to preface by saying I am not a parenting coach. I am a mother's empowerment coach. I have certain views on parenting and my personal philosophy, but the way I view my job is to help you find your philosophy and for you to get really clear on what you want, how you want to feel, and then my strategy is in helping you create an action plan so that you can feel the way that you want to feel. So this mama asks, for this week, my intentions will be to be more positive instead of complaining at the kids to get chores and homework done. I'd like to engage in a more positive way, cultivating a positive response from the kids. I feel like much of our time together is complaining about what they should be doing, which in turn makes that seem like our interactions are negative, which is not what I want. But I still want homework done and shoes put away, stuff like that. Do you have any suggestions on how to be positive and still get the kids' chores done? Okay, can anyone relate? Anne-Sophie, can you relate to wanting your kids to do something and feeling frustrated when they're not listening to you, when they're not doing what you say that you want them to do? I know I can absolutely relate to this mom. I have an 8-year-old and a 3-year-old, and when they don't listen to me, it's so triggering. And I also have this value. I want to be positive. I want to be upbeat with them. And so I get down on myself as well as my kids when they don't listen. Because as moms, we have this view of parenthood that we're a good parent if our kids are cooperating and kind and respectful, and we're a bad parent if they're unruly and disrespectful and don't listen to us. So today I just want to shift that a little bit. I want to shift that how we view our role as mothers, and the grades we give ourselves don't have to necessarily be dependent on our children's behavior. In fact, let's totally do away with the mom grade. I know that I often want to be seen as a good mom on the outside, but on the inside, I'm like, oh my gosh, I must be doing this wrong. So let's just take a step back, right? Let's just hold ourselves to a different standard. Because if we want to feel the way this mama wants to feel, which is positive, what can we do to feel positive? We can't expect our children to do anything. We can't make them do anything in the same way we can't make our spouse do anything or our coworkers do anything. The only person we have power over is ourselves. And in having power over ourselves or self-empowerment, we teach our children to do the same. So the number one person we need to expect respect from is ourselves. So how do we do that? Well, in my view, there are a couple of things that I know about children. And I have 100% confidence that this is true. And if these are true about our kids, then they also must be true about us. So I'm going to read you the list. Children are naturally easygoing, loving, cooperative, and eager to learn. Children's good nature can be obscured by bad feelings. Hurt feelings confine a child to unloving, fearful, or inflexible behavior, which is a clear request for help. A child who is upset or inflexible will recover from his feelings of hurt if a caring adult moves in warmly and listens while he expels his upset. So again, if these are true of children, which I believe they are also true of us. So when we need to expel our feelings, we need to be seen and witnessed in a way that is not judgmental, is not belittling. In the same way, our kids need to be able to expel their big feelings. Just like in labor, the only way out is through. So we don't get beyond our feelings of inadequacy or frustration or anger or grief by dampening them down, by pushing them down, or by pretending they're not there. We get through them by experiencing them, and often in a big way. So my invitation to this mama and to you is to find what I call a listening partner. This is something that I learned from hand-in-hand parenting, and I hope to have a hand-in-hand parenting coach come on here to talk more about this when it comes to, really coaching our kids so that they can live their best lives. Because the way I work is to coach moms so that they can live their best lives. And I want to invite you all to find a listening partner, someone who is there to hear the upset that is coming up for you, to hear the frustration when your kid isn't listening to you and how hard that is for you. And maybe the triggers that have come up from your own childhood or your own past relationships. And it's only when we get seen and heard and have a place to voice our big feelings that we can be positive for our kids, right? So to expect ourselves to just show up positively and know exactly what to do and not be frustrated when our kids aren't listening and not be angry when they don't do what we think they should be doing, that's expecting too much, not only of our children, but also of ourselves. So today I ask you, how can you get that listening? How can you get that opportunity to be seen without being fixed? Because your feelings don't make you broken. They make you human. You are so beautifully human. And so here in the Mother's Empowerment Circle, you have a mecca of other moms who are just yearning for the same things that you are. We all want to be recognized. We all want to be validated. We all want to be seen and yet loved despite our imperfections. And so I would love for you to just reach out into this group. And if you are looking for a listening partner, just type in the comments either here or you can start a new post and just say, hey, I'm having a hard time in this area. I'm really looking for a listening partner who can literally just listen, who's not going to fix me, who can see me and hear me for what I'm saying, acknowledging that in the next moment, what I've just said may no longer be true. Because, right, we are not linear beings. We are cyclical. And just like the seasons go around, so do our emotions, right? So we are not always the same. But when we're having a hard time, we need to acknowledge that. And this is a really amazing tool. And so I invite this mama, I'm not going to say her name, to reach out to the community for a listening partnership. I also want to invite you all to join in a free dream catcher call. This is a gift that I give all members of the mothering, the empowerment, what are we? The Mother's Empowerment Circle. This is a free gift that I offer everyone. It's an hour-long call where we dive deep into what is going on for us and how you really, truly are. So if you want this, I'll include the link for that in the comments below. You can also find it at isabelbridges.com/apply. And until next time, mamas, take care. I know you will. Bye.